Hello everyone, I'm Santiago, and today I'm going to be testing Just Cause 3 on the AMD Radeon R7 370 for FPS monitoring. I'll be using CAM. If you want to learn how to use it, click on the top right corner of the video where the CAM logo is, or check the description below if you want to learn more. So, Just Cause 3 by Avalanche Studios. I'll start with 1080p, then 900p, and finally 720p. On all three resolutions I'll use the same settings, so I'll use very high textures, high water detail, water tessellation off since it doesn't offer anything you'll notice to the water. Then level of detail factor, I'll keep it on medium since this game puts a big hit to the CPU, and to avoid drops below 30 FPS for the most part, I keep level of detail on medium, then shadows on high instead of very high. SSAO, which is screen space ambient occlusion, I also keep it on. Motion blur and edge fade, I'll keep them off since those are annoying effects to me. If you want to turn them on, there's no problem, you can do that if you want. And then anti-aliasing, I'm using SMAA. That is not a big hit to the frame rate, so if you want to disable it, there's no problem. It's like a 3 FPS hit. So what to say about this? Okay, so a lot of people is having issues with this game. Some say it's stuttering terribly for them, some others say that it's not even going past 10 FPS. Well, in my case, I can understand that. The stuttering issues are a thing with the game, there's nothing we can do about that. It's just a matter of the devs releasing new patches. But so far this runs way better than release. I tested this on release and after some extra patches, and this is the best performance I had so far. I mean, even with an i7 4790 I have terrible performance sometimes. It's like a random occurrence, so there's no control over that. But today I just put the game in and it ran totally fine. There are some occasions that the frame rate tanks below 30 without a reason. Just you're flying around and the frame rate is tanking below 30 and the GPU usage is low. Well, sometimes that's just a matter of restarting the game and it will work totally fine. But in this case, I just know that the game will have lower performance when you go into those small towns that have, like I'm doing right now, the one I'm flying around at the moment. Those towns are the worst performing parts of the game so far that I found out. In military bases there isn't much of an issue in comparison to those towns. The worst explosion you can have so far, talking about performance of course, is when you blow up an oil station or something of the sort, that the explosion is huge or there's a lot of explosions at the same time. That just kills the frame rate. I mean, I got drops as slow as 26 FPS on all the resolutions when stuff exploding all over around you, so there's no fix for that actually, but those drops just occur a couple seconds. You can get used to that pretty easily. On 900p and 720p I noticed a lot of, on 1080p sometimes too, a lot of low GPU usage, so I got drops on GPU usage as low as 48%, which is insanely low, especially in 720p. Why is that, you might ask? Well, it's a combination of two things: the CPU, which is limiting everything in this case, and the game not being correctly optimized. So even if I have the i7 4790 running, the GPU usage isn't that high. It's as low as 70% with the i7, 70 to 80% on 720p. I get better frame rates, all that kind of stuff, as the stutters when there are a lot of explosions are still there, so it's a problem with the game's optimization. So yeah, nothing else to do about that. But the game is playable, that's what matters. I have 39 hours into this game, so I played a lot of it, and this runs way better than as I said at the beginning of the video, way better than release. So if you want to pick it up, just remember you need a good CPU to maintain everything running correctly. But just remember that the stuttering is something that will happen no matter what you have. So yeah, that's it. See ya. Bye.
Lost him. Catch! Get back to your forces.
Do not forget the corruption of the old ways of policia. My courts and lawyers will
Engaging the target. All units converge on the following coordinates.
militia.
Additional support has been approved and should reach your location shortly.
Without remorse, around you. Our town.
More forces en route to your position. Eliminate that target now. Choppers are inbound. We repeat, choppers are inbound. Dispatching chopper support to contact point. AV deployment authorized. Squad is down.
A shot. What the hell? Opening fire.
Target is at large. Re-establish visual contact immediately.
Nothing digital. Like all government structures, it must
All units, fan out and search. This is dispatch. Request received. Reinforcements en route. Come in. Is anybody left out there? Damn it. Rebel activity reported. Get to the following coordinates immediately. Dispatch. Target is still at large. Find him.
Requesting additional support.
The situation has escalated. Additional reinforcements en route. Sending air support to your location. Hostile contact. All units converge on these coordinates. ASAP. Sending additional ground forces to your location immediately. Sending additional reinforcements to your location. Understood. We are providing additional manpower at your location. We've lost visual contact. All units, fan out and search.
Democracy. Yell loudest from economic digital. West, east, that stop.
back.